Man-made ponds, usually they just sit, the water is still, unless the wind comes or anything like that. The water just sits. But inside this man-made pond, you have a fountain. Now, what is so significant about this fountain is that when the fountain is off and the wind stops, the water just goes back to sitting. No true movement, very subtle movement, right? Now, this fountain stays off all night. And at 9 o'clock in the morning, they turn it back on. Now, this is where the fountain is like you. Within your fountain, you're holding all of your dreams, your goals, your ambitions for a better you, for a better life, for a better community, for a better society. You're holding all of those thoughts and ideas in. And you're scared to release them because you want to know what will happen if you do. Well, the depiction of this fountain, that's what makes it so significant. Because at night it's just waiting for someone to turn it back on at 9 a.m. And when it does, it spews out everything that has been held within inside of it overnight, that funnels through a drain. It comes back in, the fountain sucks it up and continues to spew it out. Now if you pay attention to the fountain, as the water spews out and it comes back down around the fountain and touches the water in the pond, it creates a ripple effect. Because of this ripple effect, it constantly gives the pond movement. It doesn't just sit, it doesn't subtly move. It moves continuously. This is like you, your temple. When you unleash what is inside of you and you let go of the fear of what might happen if you release the water within you, when you release your dreams or your ambitions, right? Who is it going to touch? If you don't focus on that and you just focus on releasing it and letting the rest of the world, which is your pond, touch it, you'll stir them up. You'll shake up the world, as Muhammad Ali says. The ripple effect from your fountain will touch and inspire many around you. Now, if you look further beyond the pond, I don't know if you can see that. Well, not even behind the pond. If you look further behind the fountain, you will see there that the water isn't still either. It's not moving as much as the water in the pond around the fountain, but it's still more movement there than usual. I want you to imagine that that part of the pond is doubt. Your doubters, your detractors, your naysayers. They will always be there, no matter how much water you let out of your fountain, no matter how much inspiration or motivation you let out of your fountain, no matter how much success spews from your fountain, in the distance there will always be doubters, detractors, and naysayers. What the water beyond the fountain is saying is, that's not special. The fountain isn't special. The rest of the water that's being touched by the water coming out of this fountain isn't special. The only reason it's moving is because somebody turned on the fountain. And tonight, somebody's going to turn it off. And that water is going to become just like us. Right? There is the difference that you make when you release your ambitions and your dreams and let the success that will emanate from those things come out of your fountain. You have to ignore the naysayers. You have to ignore the detractors. You have to ignore the doubters. Because at 9 a.m., the fountain's going to come back on. And when it comes back on, you're going to continue to touch all of those around you, with the exception of your doubters. Keep pushing. Keep moving. Keep grinding. Keep working. Stay committed. Stay dedicated. Stay driven. So that when your fountain comes on, it doesn't just affect a pond of water. Let it affect oceans. Iambic. It's more than a hashtag. It's a lifestyle. How are you living?